Oh, oh, hey, we're live. Everything is going. That's good. That's good. I am just gonna be playing like a bunch of music from the Pokemon games while I play Pokemon instead of uh, instead of um what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Playing the game audio, because the game audio is going to keep getting sped up whenever I use the speed up button. And that just gets annoying. So we're just not gonna worry about that. I found like a 5-hour playlist of music from Pokemon games. And that we'll just use that. What else? If you happen to catch the first Radical Red Nuzlocke Attempt, that stream, we have a very different team here than what we ended that stream with, and that's because I lost my save file. And so I had to replay up until after the second gym where we were, and I decided to put it back on scaled species instead of just randomized species, because I didn't like getting a bunch of legendary Pokemon. I felt like it made things too easy, and didn't make team building very fun. So yeah, that's why our team is different. Anything else I need to do real quick before I start playing? I don't think so. I think I might have everything set up. I'm using a little bit of a different setup than I usually do, so just bear with me if it takes me a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead, before I jump into the game, go ahead and run our ad break. So we have an hour of no pre-roll ads for people. So let's go ahead and do that here. And yeah, I will start playing after the 3 minutes of ads are over. So I have been kind of busy setting things up for episode 2 of the D&D campaign, which should be this Saturday at 9 p.m. EST is when the play will start. We'll have a half-hour pre-show. at 8:30, but play will begin at 9. And the party is kind of at the point of like deciding, oh, what's our next steps gonna be for our campaign. What are we gonna do next? And so since I don't fully know what they're gonna decide, I have prepared like multiple adventure hooks for them, and just need to wait and see what they pick, and have kind of decided, like I gotta prepare at least one like combat encounter for each thing, but it's probably mostly gonna be a traveling episode for the most part. So a lot of them are gonna be just like traveling combat encounters. So and a lot of those I won't do like maps and tokens and stuff for. It'll be theater of the mind, because I just don't have the time to set up that many, especially because I usually have them roll on a random table. I don't have time to set up that many encounters. But the things like I do want to have some encounters set up that aren't just like going to be theater of the mind random encounters. Like I want to have like at least one big encounter that's going to have like a map and tokens and everything. Okay, so I played up mostly to where we would have been before. Except I didn't come up here and get the SS ticket or beat Bugsy, so that's what we're doing now. And then we will head to Vermilion. I did already get my encounter up here. So our team, I've got the Sevian Centiscorch ground bug. It's got some pretty crazy attack stats for where we are currently. We got our Zebstrika, Sevian Zebstrika, which is an ice and electric type, which has got like decent speed and special attack. Got Darmanitan. Unfortunately, he randomized into not great ability. Like, pickup's fine. It'll get us some items, but like nothing crazy. But Technician on Zebstrike is pretty good. Battle Armor on Centiscorch is good. Got Decidueye, and it got Suction Cups, which I honestly I could not tell you for the life of me what that actually does. And the description in-game does not explain it any better. I would guess maybe it prevents things like Whirlwind from like forcing you to switch out, but I don't know for sure. But we got like we got some good Pokemon. We got a Greninja with the Soul Heart ability. And then we got Princess, our Incineroar, with immunity, which is, I mean, it's good, but it's not as good as some of the other abilities we have on the team. But that's the current team we're rocking with. So yeah, and that's where we are. We're just gonna try and blast through this here. I did not turn the infinite repel back on. I know I have had a problem. I don't know what I just said that I don't know. I'm too I'm like I not really even sure what I was saying. I was just like, words. What are words that I shall speak? I have been still very into the Pokemon content. Ooh. Any of that. Very into my Pokemon content lately. I go in, just like with any content I get into, I go in like cycles of what I'm into at any given time. And so currently my current cycle of content consumption is a lot of Pokemon content, a lot of improv comedy content, and not a whole lot else in between. I don't have any sort of naming scheme for my Pokemon. I've just been naming them whatever the fuck I feel like. And once again, like I said last time, because it's my first Nuzlocke I've ever done, and this is a harder game, and I'm probably going to lose Pokemon that I shouldn't, especially because I have ADHD brain and cannot stand to not use the speed up button. We will definitely be, like, I'm gonna be allowing myself some extra encounters. Like in terms of just like being able to catch like stuff from the grass and from the water on a route, or like get something from the grass and then also get like the raid den encounter. But my raid den encounters are always gonna have to be whatever's in the den when I first come across it. I can't like farm it with wish pieces. Okay, this guy is always a pain in the ass. And he swapped out immediately. Okay. Now the question is, who actually has a fire type move? Anybody? Anybody? Ooh, it doesn't look like anybody does. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like how that just happened. That battle can be a fucking killer. I don't know why I healed up, because I'm literally not going to run into any battles between there and town, but whatever. It's just like a habit. At this point, like, I use the Pokeball unless everybody's pretty much fully healed. Let's see. Thunder Punch. I mean, I already beat Misty, but it's still not a bad move. Darmanitan can't learn it, though, which is dumb as hell. Big Fisty Boy cannot learn Punch move. But we'll give it to Princess. Let's give U-turn. This is parabolic charge. Whatever. Whatever. Don't like that you confused me. That is rude, and I will be speaking to my attorney. Well, shit. There we go. Jump down here. Turn off our rappel. See what we get. A Weedle. Well, it's something. We're gonna name it Wimple. The daycare. I don't remember what. If we beat him, we get something, and I don't remember what it is. Have a look. Fuck you, buddy. How about actually you're an asshole? Ah, yes, he gives me an Eevee, which won't be an Eevee. It will be whatever Eevee happened to be randomized into, which is a Granbull. Okay. I do have a few Pokemon that we need to level up, so we're gonna stop and take a moment to do that here. Let's see, what can we level and get today? I need to keep put you in the party. I need to keep one of the Pokemon that can follow me, or I'll have to go all the way back to Viridian City in order to fucking trigger the thing. At least I think so. I don't know of any other way to do it. Okay. I don't think Granbull's a particularly fast Pokemon, so... Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bow. Wow, what a gun. Really? For me? Like, nothing. You got no good moves for a physical attacker. Now, if I'm being real with you, I could not tell you if Waylord slash Whalmer is a physical or a special attacker. But it's fine, because to be fair, I can just relearn any moves that I don't teach Pokemon. I don't even have to go anywhere. I can just do it right from the party menu. Okay. Let's see. Go to new tree then. Nidoking. Didn't look at any of their abilities. I always forget to do that. Unnerve. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see here. Is there... Okay, Leech Fang. Okay, okay. If we can make you somewhat viable against... Tenant Surge. Being that you have Lightning Rod. Missile Band, and then we can do TM Case. Probably low sweep would be good to give it. Definitely better than no kick anyway. Because neither of the... Yeah. I think we can make this work, actually. Change its nature to boost its attack and lower its special attack instead of boosting its special defense. It's not a bad option. Okay, Flying Press. There's an interesting one. Actually, probably would prefer that to Crush Claw. Durability and stuff. Magic Bounce reflects status moves. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. Water Compaction. Has water damage and raises defense. Not bad. Not gonna be useful in... Poison can hit Steel type. It might not be a useless Beedrill after all. Some Beedrills are maybe useful. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Force Surge. Probably best we take Nidoking, Zebstrika, probably not Greninja to be real. Incineroar would be fine, I think. Our Centiskorch or Ground Bug Centiskorch. Low kicks with the Lightning Rod. Zebstrika is probably not bad because it is electric type, so it's not going to be weak to electric type at least. Pidgey wouldn't be weak to electric either, but do we have a better option here? I think we can only get... I don't know if there's an egg vendor in Vermilion or not, but there we can get the Diglett tunnel encounter, we can get the route above Vermilion, we can get the route next to Vermilion before we go on and do SSN or Lieutenant Surge. Hatchram, you're just bad. You're bad. Hold on. Yeah, if I could somehow teach Hypno a ground type move, he would be kind of good because he has this fatal precision ability. Buchanan is gonna be a no. Ugly. Besides being speedy, doesn't really have much going for it. It has water absorb, so I thought maybe I would use it against Misty, but I didn't. Valerian wheezing. Screaming at me even. For now, I say we throw back and what was your ability? Oh yeah, water compaction. Just we'll bring this UI with us and oh, and we have this den too, and I think there's another den. Bruxish, my favorite. Bleh. Didn't even need the math roll for that one. Volbeat. Also not a Pokemon I'm excited for. There was one. Okay. Papa Toad is something. Risk it. I just don't want to risk it. I'm not on a random trainer. Okay, he does have an egg, so we can do that. Do that. Pokemon, throw in here. Good rock. We can go use that as well. Spiritomb, interesting. One that back in the day I thought it was a legendary because you could only get one in the game. That used to be my, like, measure for if a Pokemon was a legendary or not. Was, can you get more than one in the game? No? Then the Pokemon is a legendary. Aside from the starters. I knew starters weren't legendaries, but Spiritomb. Edward for no reason. No reason at all. I have no naming scheme. I have no plans. No thoughts. Everything is a lie. What do you mean I don't? Oh yeah, I just caught a Pokemon. I'm like, I just deposited a Pokemon so I could come get the egg. But then I caught a Pokemon. And as it would turn out, that's how math works. I feel very scatterbrained tonight. Like earlier I was thinking about, I'm like, what am I going to talk about while I'm playing Pokemon? And I had all these things. And now I'm like, I don't even remember any of the things I was going to talk about. I don't know anything. I have no thoughts in my brain. I only have the thought of play Pokemon and eat hot chip. Except I don't have any hot chips, so I guess we're just gonna play Pokemon. going to go ahead and catch two more encounters, I think. It's just two more. Hey you! Oh, you want a picky peck? Well, too bad I don't have one anymore. It's fully evolved now. I don't know. I don't trust you. Oh, this guy. This guy that's like, hey, give me a fossil and I will resurrect it. Ah, that guy I trust. And it ended up being a Kadabra. It ended up being Bobby Moynihan. Give me the bike voucher. Do you have a thing? Oh, you do. But do I have any shards? Have I sharded myself? No. Otherwise, we could have gotten another fossil from that bitch. I also think I forgot to buy the TMs in Cerulean, but that's okay, because we're going to have to go back through there to get to Celadon anyway. Feels weird. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of streams lately with my friends playing like Peak or like our D&D streams or just various things like that. And so it feels very weird now having a stream where it's just me and I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like sitting here with my thoughts. Especially when I'm having trouble, like, catching my thoughts. There are too many and they're going by too quickly. And I don't like it. Which is the curse of having ADHD. But the problem is I won't take my ADHD medication this late at night because then I'll be up all night after I get done streaming, which is not a great thing for me. I prefer to get done streaming, take my dog out, and like go to bed fairly quickly. Okay. Not what we were hoping for, but whatever. Name him after one of my actual dogs. And even then, I don't always succeed in my attempt. Oh, okay. Um, been too long since I played Pokemon Sun and Moon. I would. Just a moment. I've got to deal with something. I've got to deal with this bullshit. Okay, ban. Isn't that fun? I can't remember what the Cosmog in Sun and Moon was, what its nickname was. We're just gonna name this one something dumb. I feel like I'm being very boring tonight. Like, I feel like when I have a group of people that I'm playing a game with or something, I can, like, fairly easily bounce off of people and, like, be fun and, like, make jokes and have a good time and stuff. But, like, I don't know. I'm not feeling... I think probably just because I'm, like, in general, like, life-wise, not feeling awesome. Not gonna elaborate on that any further, but there are various reasons. But like, today, in particular, it had to do with, like, a lot of, like, just stuff that's going on in the US with, like, the politics and stuff, and it sucks. And I don't want to get into it too much, because I know people have their opinions and yada yada yada, and, like, I'm not interested in having a debate with anyone. I'm not interested in, um, God, my brain. I'm not interested in, like, entertaining that dialogue. Because I don't think there's any point to it at this point. What I will say is I have gotten to the point where I'm just very frustrated with things and the way that, like, a large number of people seem to, like, still just be cool with what's going on. And I'm like, that, like, doesn't, I'm not okay with that. And there are ways in which some of the stuff, like, personally affects me or, like, has the potential to. And, like, so then I'm, like, every day just personally worried about whether or not they're going to, like, take the next step on, like, trans stuff and be like, oh, well, now it's just illegal to HRT is just illegal regardless of age, and you know, or the real wild one just be like, make it illegal, like not, they would, they would never probably like just go and say, oh, it's illegal to be trans. What they would probably do is be like, pass a law where it's like, it would be like public indecency to like go outside in clothes that don't conform with your gender assigned at birth and stuff, which opens up a whole other set of problematic, I don't know why I just healed up that way, set of problematic issues, like when you have people that have like fully medically transitioned, and it's like, okay, well, now those people, like, there are a lot of those people out there like that you would never be able to tell if they didn't tell you that they are trans people. So, like, what? Are you gonna, like, look up their records and then make them also, like, even if those clothes now would, like, look very awkward on them? Because then the assumption, I know what will happen, the assumption will be by a lot of people that, oh, they're like breaking that law then, but it wouldn't be the case. And it's like, how do you handle that? It's already like the thing of like the states and stuff that have like passed laws about like you have to use the restroom that matches your gender assigned at birth. It's like, well, the problem there becomes then that like you have people that like you can't, but because, and the thing too is it like so disproportionately impacts trans women because the idea that is pushed by the ideological right is always this idea of, oh, like men going into women's restrooms and like assaulting children, which also like doesn't really statistically have data to support it, but it's also a thing of like, it's like problematic on the simple fact that like but these laws then, though, you now have women, who have transitioned where uh fuck. Did we just fuck ourselves? Where it's like, okay, well, if they now comply with those laws, then they are in a situation where, they're entering a space and it appears like a woman is going and using the man's restroom, and it like puts them in a dangerous position that way. And it's like, I know that the people that make those laws, the people that write them, don't really care about that. Because honestly, they don't care about the women and children in the first place. It's not, as much as that, they push that as the propaganda for what, like, getting these laws passed, getting public support behind them, but, they don't ever really, they know that it's not, like, really supported by fact. That, or they're just dumb and or willfully ignorant and are being used by their fellow government officials to help push an agenda, which is, just as bad. But in my opinion, if you're willfully ignorant on a subject that leads, and you're in a position of power, and it leads to harm for other people, then like, yeah, fuck you as well. Like, that it's not any better than if you knowingly do it. I mean, it's like marginally better. It's better by a small amount, because the chances are you're ignorant in a way that, like, oh, you're choosing to be ignorant, and so you don't care what the truth is. If somebody, like, were to try and, like, explain it to you and, like, show you the evidence and everything, like, you're not gonna care, or you're gonna deny it anyway, because you just want to see whatever agrees with your worldview. And that's largely the problem. I did not intend for this to get into, like, a rant about, like, trans rights and stuff, but I also think trans rights are very important, obviously. Not just because I'm part of the trans community, but because, like, fucking, of course they are. Like, rights for any, like, group of human beings is important, right? The only time, like, your rights become unimportant is if like the rights that you are asking for and are advocating for directly harm or uh, impede the rights of others. And overwhelmingly, the rights and stuff. Well, I shouldn't even call them rights. The special privileges that are pushed for by the right are that type of a thing. They are the type of a thing that they harm and they directly damage the rights of other people. And that is like that's where my problem is. And like there's always going to be a level of exploitation. I don't think like I believed at one point in time that there was a chance that we could create a world where there would be no exploitation anymore. Maybe we will in the far off future, but to be real, like it's not a thing that's gonna happen anytime soon. And that's okay to accept. I'm not saying it's okay in terms of like obviously, yes, the best thing would be for us to create a world where everyone is equal and no one was exploited and all of that, but and that's what we should work toward, but it's not something that is going to be super easy to achieve. It's just like when you have, what was it that I was listening to? I can't remember what it was I was listening to, but it was like it was some podcast I was listening to, and they were talking about how it's really unlikely that you're going to convince like billionaires and stuff to support movements that would like be positive for the environment, like on a whole. You might have like a few well-meaning ones here and there, but like you're not gonna have like mass adoption, and you're not gonna see like corporations especially really going in on it, unless, because like the thing is, no matter how bad it gets, until it's gonna until the point where it becomes a thing of like where it's gonna be far too late, the thing that the billionaires and the CEOs and all of these like people at the tops of these companies and stuff are always going to be thinking is, yeah, that sounds bad, but it also sounds like something that's not gonna be my problem. I'll be dead by the time that becomes an issue, and then that'll be the problem for the next generation to handle, or for the generation after that even, you know? And unfortunately, that is the mindset of a lot of these people. And it's, you know, it sucks. And when you're poor, you're a lot more likely to support causes that you know, would be more expensive for corporations and stuff, but on the grounds of, you know, on moral grounds, than you are when you have a lot of money, because you don't have the resources to be able to look the other way at, like, well, I'm just not gonna work, you know, I don't really have to worry about it, you know, you're like, in the shit. You're living a poor quality of life already. So you can't, you're like, well, yeah, I'm living a poor quality of life, and you're making the world, like, worse, and so then my quality of life is just gonna get worse, and so that you can line your pockets more? Like, no, thank you. And like, the podcast explained it a lot more succinctly, but basically the determination they came to was, the thing that we need to do is make billionaires live, like, drastically longer. Like, not necessarily live forever, but live like hundreds of years. Because if you're living hundreds of years, then all of a sudden, your environmental impacts and stuff become, like, a little more important overall. Like, you're a little more concerned about all of that, and how it all plays out, because it's not like, oh, well, I got, you know, between 70 and 100 years probably, and then I get to leave this planet, and I don't have to worry about what happens to it, you know? And I'm like, you know, that it's like, I don't know that I like the idea of letting the people that exploit us live even longer. You know, finding a way to, like, make them live even longer, but, like, it's not, like, completely wrong in that, like, it would make them have to, like, reevaluate the things that they care about. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I had something else I wanted to say off of that, but I don't remember what it was now because I got lost in the sauce there. Like, whatever the fuck I was saying. Okay. No, fuck. And that is why just let another one die because I wasn't paying attention. And that is why we shouldn't use the speed up button. But I have ADHD and ADHD go brrr. Because now we've lost our Zeb Striker, which was actually like a fucking decent mon. I mean, it's fine. We got plenty of things to replace it with, but like... Me. Let's look at all the new guys we got. Is there anything like really cool? Unaware, ignores foes stat changes. Blocking. Maybe. Let's see what moves we can give him. You might want to use slacking. Slacking is a beast. Back to. I win. Okay, first impression. Bunny, I see you. I see you in the chat. You're lurking. Crash course. Nice. We've got D&D tomorrow. Except it is not the D&D that I run, it's the D&D that we play in. And it's not on stream. Well, Thunderwave's not going to be useful for the upcoming gym. I need a new brain. That's what I need. Brain. Like some drugs. Like not the Not the, like, medication kind. The good kind. The fun kind. I swear, though, I have, like, a really hard time with with brain fog anymore. Like, I just struggle really bad with, like, not being able to remember things. And not being able to remember... like, what I was saying or doing. And I'm like, I know it's not... well, I shouldn't say I know it's not Alzheimer's, because, like, there is early onset Alzheimer's, which when I first learned about that was, like, a thing that, like, sent me into a spiral of, like, existential fear. As most things do, as most bad things in life do. I enter a spiral of existential dread and don't want to acknowledge it anymore. But I do remember when I first learned that early onset Alzheimer's was a thing. It was like, what? You mean Alzheimer's isn't just a thing that old people get? You can get it when you're young, too? I don't think I can live with it. I don't think I can live with that knowledge. I think I'm gonna have to jump off a building now. I almost always am of the opinion. Well, no, this is... I shouldn't say this, actually. Because I don't actually mean it, but what I was gonna say was... I was gonna say I'm almost always of the opinion that it's better not to learn the thing. Better not to know things. It's better to, like, just be dumb. Be a dumb fucking idiot. But I don't really mean that. Like, it's good to get an education. It's good to, like, learn things. It's just, like, my problem is, like, like, when I was a kid, I was, like, you know, I was always autistic, right? But, like, and I still am autistic because that's how autism works. But I didn't know I was autistic when I was little. And all I knew was that I was like, I don't really understand hanging out with the other kids. But man, do I understand talking to my teachers and, like, rambling to them about random shit that I've learned. And they always seem interested in it. Because, of course, they're going to act that way, because fucking... what else are they gonna do? Tell me to go shut the fuck up? Oh no, they would probably say it nicer than that, but, like, tell me, like, hey, I'm busy, and like discourage my thirst for knowledge? No. Probably not. So like I would go and spend like my recesses instead of like playing with the other kids. I would like go and I would talk to the teacher about like some random like science facts that I learned right from reading a book in the library or from like watching a show on Animal Planet or whatever. And like that would be how I socialized in school for a while anyway. And then I I never stopped having that insatiable thirst for knowledge. But what did happen was what did happen was Jesus Christ. I have trouble focusing because I need to not make mistakes here at this juncture. Holy balls. What the fuck? Oh, this is bad. Everything about this is bad. Everything is shit. Everyone sucks here. Oh, okay. Guess. Fuck. Am I fucked here? Am I fucked right now? We just lost Slack King. I swear if we lose this whole team, I'm gonna freak out. And we lost in Cinnamon. Fuck. And we lost Nido King. Everything is bad. Everything is not good. Everything is stinky smelly. We lost Senna Scourge. Okay. Well, we didn't lose the whole team. So that's the good news. The bad news is we did lose all of our Pokemon that we had that were an immediate advantage against Surge. And so there is that. What did I have? I had two guys left. It was that one. We lost Nidoking. We lost you. We lost you. Is it? What was it? Who else was it? It was you. Low kick. Okay, wait, no. We still had low kicks, so that's good, I guess. Oh, I feel sick to my stomach now. I don't remember what I was talking about now. I don't think it matters. Now that happened, I don't think anything matters anymore. I think we just gotta give up on life. Okay, what else do we got? What else can we do? What do we got? What do you got? You got unaware. Nose for okay. That's fine. Whatever. Bostiff. You're not an awful choice. Seismitoad, you can bad dreams. Bypass sleep claws and damage sleeping bow. What? Bypass sleep claws and damage sleeping bows. I don't. My brain don't get. Oh, you have lightning rod. Okay. Okay. I mean, you're not that great of a Pokemon, but you have lightning rod, which is something. Darmanitan, I guess we'll use. Luckily, we didn't have Greninja with us, so we still have Greninja to work with. Kid we could evolve, but I don't think there's any point to it. Maybe we take Per Ugly with us, because that's one that, like, I don't care if we lose it on the SSN. So, that way. What a fucking travesty. Did I release those Pokemon or did I just put them back in my PC? I think I just put them back in the PC. No, I released them. Okay. I think I'll finish up the SSN and then probably do the third gym and call it a night. I really don't feel like doing too long of a stream tonight. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff I need to work on tomorrow for the next D&D session on Saturday. And our Snorlax got randomized into a Pukamuku. That's not awesome. That's a dumb move to make. And tomorrow night I'll have to I have the D&D campaign that I play in, and it will, that takes away from some of the time that I have to do prep stuff. Although by that time of night I'd probably be done for the most part anyway. I'm also just tired. It's been a little bit emotionally spent recently, so trying not to like push myself a lot. I've been having a lot of flare-ups of my fibromyalgia, probably because I'm stressed out, probably because I'm like struggling. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Fuck you, man. That was our starter, too. Like, it wasn't a huge, like, point of focus for the gym battle, but it was our starter, dude. Just because of personal stuff going on in my life, I've just been like stressed out and stuff, and so that has led to, I think, a lot of flare-ups with my fibromyalgia, and then that has like not helped, because then it's just like, oh, I'm in terrible pain and just do want to do nothing but sleep all the time. I guess we'll bring Polytoad, not Polytoad, Palpitoad. What will we do? I think it's physical and special attack aren't that different. You have special type, special. Good physical moves. You can learn. Shadow Sneak, Avalanche. Which isn't bad though. I'm just so fucking upset. At the way things have transpired here. Doing so well. And then I fucked it up. I went and I fucked it. I went and I biffed it. I biffed it big time. Okay. As good as it's gonna get. Honestly, I don't really care too much if we lose Spirit Tomb, and I don't care if we lose Perically. Anything else? Palpitoad I kinda care about. Anything else I definitely don't want to lose. So that's how I'm looking at our situation here. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, okay. Yes, he has a mega evolution. Surprise. Not surprised there. Okay, we managed to get through it with only losing Perugly, so that's not bad. that was one of the ones I was willing to lose, so... I think what we'll do, actually, before I wrap it up, I might go ahead and do Rock Tunnel, too. Plasmatoad I really don't care about having in the team. Let's take Greninja, and let's take Kadabra. Because we can do this now, too. I forget how shit works in Radical Red. Find out. No, it would appear that they have an item. Okay. Some of the ROM hacks that, or they made it level 50, which is kind of nuts, but whatever. Some of the ROM hacks and stuff make the trait evolutions just to like level up at like level 40 and stuff. And some of them do like, oh, they added in an item, it's a link cable or a trade stone or whatever. And that's how you have to evolve your Pokemon. To those I say, fuck you! So, Kadabra. Not the move, unfortunately. Capsakid, I think I can evolve you with a Fire Stone. So we're gonna do that for sure. All these fuckers. Do Rock Tunnel, run up, do Rock Tunnel. All it quits once we get to Lavender Town. Bum, 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 bum. Blaze Kick, holy schmoly. Osmoem. Pulse is good, good. Actually, if I'm being real, Bruxish, even though it's kind of a Pokemon that I hate, moves-wise, shaping up to be a pretty good one. Perish Body, ooh. Okay, actually, I'm not hating Bruxish here. Now it is more of a physical attacker than a special attacker, and I gave it all special moves because I'm an idiot. But, do we have... I mean, we have Outrage, we can give it Bitter Blade, High Horsepower. I don't really like Rock Wrecker because it's a 2-turn move. So not really great in terms of physical moves. As far as like stab and stuff go. We'll have to think. We'll have to think on it. Oh wait, I forgot to evolve you. I recently was playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet a little bit, for the first time in a while. Because they've been doing the raid events to get the shiny versions of the 4 what are they called? Vessels of Ruin Pokemon. And I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll bite. I'll get those ones. You know, they have pretty cool shinies. At least a few of them do. And so I'll do the raid battles and stuff to help get the, you know, global million total that you have to have in order to get the mystery gifts. And so I've been playing it some, but I've been playing on my brother's Switch too. And it's like, oh my goodness. This game, it plays so much better on the Switch too. Just like, I wish that they had that level of tech available. Like, I wish the Switch would have been that powerful, right? Because honestly, there was no reason it couldn't have been. And to be perfectly real, you know, the Pokemon games probably would have been better for it. Now, does that mean that they had any, like, huge excuse for being as bad as they were, like, as far as, like, how they ran and stuff? Not really. I mean, like, by the end of the Switch's life cycle, they knew, like, what the console was capable of and what it wasn't, and they should have been able to, like, create a game that was, like, within the limits of what the console could do, and, like, function well. So, like, I'm not, like, I don't buy that idea of, like, oh, well, it was all, but if, I think a lot of it does have to do with, the push by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company and all of this to push out games on like a yearly or at the most bi-yearly release schedule for Pokemon, because it's like, oh, this is like our bread and butter best-selling series, and we can't go long without a new game in the series, because that would just be awful. Like, people would want a new game every year, and we gotta give it to them. And it's like, well, not you don't really have to. I'm being honest with you. You can, take your time and make better quality games, and then not release them as much, and people would probably still be okay with that, actually. But that, that's not how the corporations see it, and that's not how, that's not how it gets done. And that's the unfortunate thing about the games industry. That's the unfortunate thing about, like, the entertainment industry as a whole. Of, like, just the idea of, like, we need to push things out at, like, a record pace in order to keep up with everyone else and make sure that our thing is, like, the newest thing in everyone's minds, and yada yada yada. And it's like, but then it's not like a high quality thing. Which okay, so this that did remind me, though, of one of the things I wanted to talk about, which is there's this, I was listening to the Smoshcast podcast, and they were talking about was it Smoshcast or was it the Business Casual podcast? All I know is that Shane Top was on it, and that's why I want to say the Smoshcast, but it could have been the latest episode of the Business Casual podcast. But basically, they were talking about how, like, algorithms and the fact that we, like, everything. Oh no. Oh no. Our follow Pokemon didn't. Like, it got. We'd have to go back to Viridian. Oh, nope, there we go. It fixed it. It fixed itself. How, because of algorithms and the way that algorithms work and everything, they've, like, they've flattened culture. Because now, like, everyone is online constantly everyone has like a social media presence, and everyone is like focused on, nobody wants to, that is trying to do anything creative. Like people in creative spaces, they've like actually done um, like surveys on this and stuff. But like in general, people in creative spaces don't want, like, are less willing to take chances and do new things because they are worried that they will come across as cringe, right? They don't want to be cringe because the internet has taught us that being cringe is the worst thing you can be. And like, I get it. There have been times where I've like had a joke in my head, or like just like thought of like something that I thought would be funny, and I was like, I don't know though. You know what, I'm just gonna keep it to myself, or I'm just not gonna say it because it might come across as too cringy, or it might, even if the point of it is to be kind of cringy, like maybe, but what if people don't like get that the point of it is to be cringy, and so then they like think I'm being sincere about it, and it's like and you can get really in your head about that type of thing, and like it and like I've even done it like not in any sort of like place where it would be like hugely public. Like people even do it like not like when they're not like creating like content. Like in the case of the podcast and stuff, they were talking about specifically like when people are creating content or like making creative things or whatever. But like people do it like too with their social media posts, or different things. It's just like, I can't tell you the number of times I have like typed out a comment on something, or typed out like a back in the day, like a Facebook post, or I don't really post on Facebook anymore. I still have one, but it's mostly just to like keep in touch with a few people that I don't really have any other way to keep in touch with. And that's a dupe. Gimme goal, that sucks. I'm not sure how they evolve it in this game, but well, I mean, gimme goal does suck, but but anyway, so like I've like typed out a comment or a post on some social media site or something, and or like a message in chat or whatever, and then like not sent it or not posted it or whatever, because I was like, oh well, actually maybe maybe they won't take it the right way, or they'll look at it, or they'll think I'm not joking and they'll think I'm being serious, and like it'll come across as like cringe, or it'll come across as like mean, or it'll come across like not the way I mean it, and so I like just won't post something, and I'm like, that's all shit that the fucking internet has trained us to do. Like, and I'm not saying that like you should just like fucking send anything you think. There are people that do that, and probably should keep some of that shit to themselves. But like, I think we have grown like overly self-conscious, especially like Gen Z and like younger, like, cause I grew up, like, I'm a millennial. I grew up in a point of time where I still had, and some Gen Z did too, where they grew up in a point in time where they had no internet, and so you have like a memory of that. I think it started to become more common among Gen Z, and then definitely is like a bigger thing among like Gen Alpha and younger, because like Gen Alpha is basically, they've lived their whole lives with the internet. They've lived their whole lives, like they were the generation of like, they had, internet from the time they were born, and then as soon as they were able to create social media accounts, they were creating social media accounts whether their parents wanted them to or not, because no matter how hard you try to prevent your kid from creating a social media account, you're not going to be able to. I'm sorry. If they really want to, they will find a way. And I just like, I realize, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I was really trying to say. I just think I found it interesting to be like, that is true. I think part of the reason why we see less original stuff and more like rehashes of the same things that we've seen over and over, or like whatever the most recent trend is and stuff, is because people are just afraid of like that the new thing, their new idea, their whatever idea they think is like crazy and funny and out there. Oh, I didn't get the HM for Flash, and I don't remember where to get it. Not going through Rock tunnel without the HM for Flash. Do you have the HM for Flash? No, you just have an Everstone, you fucking asshole. Do you get the HM for Flash? Do I have to go back? I think I remember where I have to go. But it's just like, it's just that thing of like, you're not... Like, people have become less individualized because of it, and people have, like... Like, I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong about, like, following trends and stuff. Like, it's fine if that, you know, if it's something that you actually want to do. And as long as they're things that aren't, like, gonna hurt somebody else. Because that's the thing, too. Like, don't be, like, some of the trends anymore, it's like, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm old, but it's like, when the trend is just, hey, let's commit a crime, it's like, well, that's not a trend anymore, that's just, you're just breaking the law. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that I necessarily fully agree with every single law that's out there, but like, you know, if you're like, there have been TikTok trends where it's like, oh yeah, and the trend is gonna be, I'm gonna show you how you can steal a car super easily, and then fucking, like, kids are out there stealing cars, and then and now we have the president taking control of the Capitol because we've got these children out here doing all these crimes and blah blah blah, and it's like, I mean, you did use one specific, just one crime as an example the one time, and it just happened to involve teenagers, and like, but whatever, you were gonna find a way to do it anyway. But yeah, I don't want to get back into all that. And then, are you the person with Flash? Yeah, you have Flash. Hey. Like, I don't know. I think we should, like, I don't know, celebrate being weird again sometimes. Like, hey, fucking cool to be weird. As long as it's, like, a fun type of weird and not, like, a creepy weird. Like, don't be a creep, but, like, if you have a weird sense of humor, like, cool. There are probably a bunch of other people that also share that sense of humor. You probably just haven't met them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just want everybody to get along in the world. I mean, that is what I want. I wish the whole world could just get along. except for the Republicans. So we just put them in a spaceship and launched them into space. Unfortunately, that's not how things work. I have always been very frustrated by the fact that, like, life is so morally gray, and that, like, upsets me, like, deeply. I'm like, I like video games. You know what? I like video games and D&D and stuff. It's because you got clear bad guys and clear good guys, and you're not, like, confused by who's who. Or you don't have situations where it's like, well, yeah, they are probably bad, but, like, they also do some good things, and so it's like, how much bad do we allow if they're also doing good? Like, at what point do the scales tip too far in the one direction? Like, obviously, there are certain things that are, like, pretty obvious, or at least should be pretty obvious. Like, if somebody murders someone, or like, essays someone, or something like that. Like, yeah, don't support those people. That's fucked up. But, like, then you got situations where it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to give this example because I don't know for sure that, like, he hasn't done much worse things. But, like, objectively, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has done good things, right? There are things that its money has gone into researching that are net positive for the world, and have not been driven by, like, and aren't driven by, like, profit incentives, because it's a charitable organization. The goal is for them to not be, like, for-profit things, but on the same hand, it's like, I also know that Bill Gates is, like, kind of a proponent of, like, AI technology, like, or at the very least he believes, like, oh, well, it's here and it's probably going to replace a lot of people, and that's inevitable, and those people just need to, like, learn new skill sets. And it's like, okay, that's easy for you to say as a person with, like, pretty much limitless resources, but when most people can't afford to put themselves through school once, like, I didn't mean to do that, but it's okay, we just won't battle it. Like, how do you expect them to just be like, okay, well, my job became obsolete because of AI, so I guess I'll just go and get a new degree and, like, learn a whole new field, or like even if they don't have to get like a whole new degree, like even getting like going and taking classes to get it like a certificate or just learn a skill, like it still costs money that people usually don't have in like this economy. And so it's like and it's like like don't act like you're an altruistic philanthropist when like you're like that readily willing to just like tell people to kind of like well, you're complaining about the whole AI thing, just like just go learn something new, just go learn something that hasn't been replaced by AI yet. I don't know. There are probably better examples too, or like there are a lot of things where it's like, oh, this is just like a thing that people can't live without. And so it's like, okay, well, you have to get this product and you have to like choose a company to get the product from, and none of the companies are good, right? They've all done terrible things in the past, or are currently doing terrible things, or both. And so it's like, well, what do I like? No matter what I do, I'm financially supporting this thing that's ultimately like putting out like a bad into the world. But on the same hand, it's like, if I don't, I'm just gonna go and have to, because I need the thing, or at the very least are not willing to live without the thing. Because some things, you know, people will say they need or argue that they need, or things that really you might be able to live without, but are just like, like that. Like honestly, I would be like a lot of the like technology and stuff that we have nowadays. Like, yeah, if I lived in a time before any of it was invented and I didn't know about it, could I live without it? Yeah, probably. But now that I know about it, if I were like suddenly thrown into a world that didn't have any of it, I would be like, fuck my life. This sucks. You know? So like, I don't think that's like a crazy thing either. Like, but like no matter who you're buying like your cell phone from, they're all like bad companies. None of them are good companies. I'm sorry to tell you. So what do you do there? Well, you just pick whichever one you like, or gives you the best price, or has the phone that you want, or whatever, or has a network that covers your area, because you're usually buying your phone through your cell phone carrier, not through the manufacturer of the phone, which is a whole different thing. And it's just like, so yeah, you just don't, like, it's all very dumb the way that we have convinced ourselves that, like, I don't know what my point was here. Like, it's frustrating that, like, in life you can't live in a way that, like, necessarily 100% aligns with your ideals and values and stuff because of the way that, like, just the world works. So let me update, because I did not update at all Pokemon team the whole time I played. So let me just do that here. Substriker, we don't have Centiskorch, we still have you, we don't have you, we don't have you. There we go. This one I'm gonna have a hard time. How do you spell it? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Gonna be done for tonight. So let's see. I did a lot of ranting about stuff tonight, and that was not intentional. Saturday will be a lot less like that. We'll be doing our next episode of D&D, which will be good time, a fun time. I don't think we're gonna raid anyone tonight. I think we're just gonna end the stream. There's not really anyone live that I feel like raiding. So yeah, I'll see ya Saturday, 8:30 p.m. EST for the pre-show for our D&D campaign, and 9 p.m. is when we'll start playing. Nice night. Bye.